Good morning and namaste. Thank you for joining me for a little gentle workout, doing some easygoing yoga. This morning you are joining me on Tuesday, December 1st. We made it to December, yay! And I'm so excited to see what the next few progress is made on the front. Maybe we can get back together again in a few months. I'm praying for that. I know you guys are too. Good morning, Audrey. Let's start today by, again, always seated in a comfortable position with a beautiful straight back, and let the top of your head rise up. Let your shoulders sink down, especially as you exhale. Let everything be gentle and soft, resisting gravity no more, letting it pull you down. As you inhale, strengthen, lengthen, become taller, rise up. Exhale. Allow yourself to be heavy and soft, sinking down. Find that medium place. Stay there for a moment, and let's bring the prayer hands up. Let them sink right into your heart chakra and bow your head. Take a moment to drift in your inner universe, acknowledge your true self. Perhaps you have a specific intention for today's yoga, and right now would be a wonderful time to hold that intention in your heart and in your mind. Wonderful. Let's lift the hands, lift the face, and make a big inhalation as we breathe in, reach up. Exhale, just bring it right back down towards the heart chakra. Bow the head, and again, revisit sitting soft as you exhale all your air out. Let's let the hands lay down in your lap and bow your head. You should feel a gentle stretch in the back of the neck as you release the head forward and let it sink down as much as it wants to. Release everything that holds it up and see how far it goes. Beautiful. Let's just move our weight to the left hip and let the head drift over by the left shoulder. Don't hold anything back. Just let gravity pull the head down as you shift your weight towards your left hip. And then let's come back to the middle. Head is still hanging down in front. Take a nice, long, slow, relaxing breath. And let's move towards the right hip. Let the head drift over by the right shoulder. It's quite a challenge to let yourself go sometimes. We have all these built-in mechanisms and instincts to hold ourselves tight, hold ourselves erect. It's a protective instinct. So since we don't have anything to fear right now, it's very beneficial to, in those times when you don't need to be in fight or flight, that you just let yourself relax and breathe deep. Release everything as you exhale. Imagine you're getting rid of anything that's been stored up in the body, like waste products that didn't have an opportunity to exit the body through your breath. Let it go now. Along with those waste products, any bad feelings that you have hanging around, let them go out with your breath. Let them leave the body. You can always pick them up later if you find you need them. They'll be waiting for you just outside the door. So now that we've begun, I'd like to invite you to put your hands on your knees or on your armchair, the arms of your chair, and let your palms be up, open to the universe, receptive. But if you want, you can put your fingers and thumb into the sacred circle. That's optional. And we're going to sit beautifully tall, straight back, shoulders way back and down away from your ears. Let's drop one ear down towards the shoulder, stretching the opposite side of the neck. And as we stay here, think about your fingers or your palm of your hand, the openness that they represent. If your fingers are in a finger and thumb, make a circle. You can imagine traveling around that circle as you breathe in and out. This gives a wonderful connection to the intention, through the mind, but also through the body, finding the energy in the mind and sending it into your fingers. When you're ready, breathe in and lift the head back up. Take an exhalation here as you hold your head up. And a big inhalation, and then the next exhalation, we can drop that ear down the other way towards the other shoulder, stretching the oblique side. Focus on the openness of your hands as you tilt the head over, stretching the one side of the neck, scrunching the other. Stay here for another 3 or 4 breaths. Really let yourself be in this asana, just stretching your side of your neck, breathing deeply, and let your mind focus on your hands or your circle with your finger and thumb, representing openness, representing connection. Let's bring the head back up now. Breathe in, lift up, and drop the head in front as you exhale. Let it go straight down, but keep your back straight. And let's move the chin a few inches left, a few inches right. Very slow. Slow your movement down. Feel every part of the back of the neck as it begins to shift across the different muscles and connective tissue where your neck connects your head to your body. The back of the skull down towards the shoulder blades. Wonderful. Let's come back to the center and lift the face up. Bring those hands to prayer pose. Take a moment for gratitude. Let your breath be deep, deep into the base of your body. The root chakra, your connection to the earth, right there in the tailbone and crotch area. And I'm going to scoot the camera back a little bit so you can get a better view of my mat, and hopefully we will get right into our yoga practice once I get everything sorted out. Beautiful. All right. Take a moment to settle into this L sit. We're going to have the legs very, very straight, the ankles flexed, the knees are tight, the thighs are tight. And we're going to lift up with the hands from the shoulders straight up. Reach for the ceiling. Imagine from the side your body looks like a capital letter L. Reach up. Breathe in. Exhale, we're going to squeeze at the waist and go for the top of the wall, reaching our arms and the top of the head towards the top of the wall across the room beyond your toes. Reach and make your back really straight if you can. Lengthening through the tailbone and the mid-back and the upper back. Reach, reach, reach. And then as you inhale, as you exhale, come back up to a vertical reach, capital L sit. Stretch it out. Breathe in again. Exhale, reach for the top of the wall beyond your toes. Make it a super vibrant position where the whole upper body is super engaged in reaching beyond, farther than you ever thought you could. Keep breathing, keep reaching in and out. Breathe. Nice. And when you're ready, come back to your L. Let's let the hands come down. Let's let the legs relax. Let's sit soft, round the back. Look down at your hips or your belly. Let your head be heavy. Round your back. Slump your shoulders. Inhale and bring yourself right back up. Straighten the legs, flex the ankles, hands pushing up from the shoulders. Stretch it up. Capital L, stretch. Reach for the diagonal, stretch. Look down at your legs so your neck is straight, not in an awkward and uncomfortable position. Reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching, keep breathing. And every time we exhale now, we're going to reach a little lower on the wall across the room. Reach with your inhalation. Reach more than you thought you could. Stretch it forward. And then when you're ready to exhale, sink down just a half an inch. Keep it going. Reach as you inhale, sink as you exhale. And when you're all the way down, as far as you can go, your hands can come to the floor and push you back up. Or if you feel very strong, you can just sit back up through the strength of your body. Stretch it up tall and bring it back down. Beautiful. Let's do a half straddle here, bending the left leg and bringing the heel in close to the groin. It doesn't have to be in super close. You can have it out quite a ways, whatever suits you right now. If that's good for you, you can sit tall, maybe pull the flesh away from your sitting bones just a little bit, and we're going to reach the hands into prayer pose and up, 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 breathe in. The right hand, the same side that has the long stretched out leg, is going to drop down, but it's not going to stop there. It's going to come all the way under and reach for the shin of the left leg, while meanwhile the body turns over and the top arm reaches for beyond that stretched out leg's foot. Feel a gentle stretch in the side body, through the rib cage area, through the armpit. And as the awareness becomes in the armpit, let's see if we can tilt the openness of the chest a little bit more and look up towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, exhale and bring your head back down, looking down towards your leg. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Shift your shoulder back just a hair, opening the chest. Exhale, look down towards your leg. And let's do that one more time. And down. Let's come up, arms out to the side, and let's tilt it the other way now. This left hand is going to come just to the floor by your hip, and just stretch a straight arm. We're not going to curve over, just a straight arm up, like a rocket taking off, like this, the old space shuttle from the Cape Canaveral, Cape Kennedy, whatever it is. Stretch it straight, reach. Let's do it again. Bring it down. Namaste. Switch the legs. See if you can do it all by the legs alone working. If not, that's okay. It's just a little fun thing to try. Okay, so now we are in the half straddle with the right leg bent and the left leg stretched out. Arms come up to prayer pose. Push it out, reach out. The left arm, the same as the straight long leg, is going to reach around and just hold it a little bit gently on the front of the right shin. Come over into an arch, stretching the side body. And stay here for 3 to 5 deep, slow breaths. And now we start by looking up just a little bit, opening the chest just a little bit, bringing your awareness to the armpit area. Stretch and look up. Exhale, look down towards your leg. Inhale, rotating through the chest, opening the chest, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rotate the chest, look up. And back down. Coming back to vertical, bringing the arms out. Let's bring our hands up overhead. And exhale, bring it down. Hold a prayer pose for just a moment and bring both feet together. Take a moment to just be here and now. Allowing the pelvis to really open up wide. You can always put a pillow under those knees if that's not working for you. Hopefully you've got a couple of pillows that you use for your yoga practice that are handy, and you can just toss them right there. Take a moment to really straighten through the body, lift up the top of the head, bring those prayer hands into place, and center yourself. We're going to bring the hands overhead and the knees up to the chest at the same time with a big inhalation. Reach up and breathe in. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reach up, knees up. Exhale, bring it back down. Wonderful. Stretch your legs out again. And give them a jiggle. Let's reach to the ankles and the hips. Reaching forward, just allowing the body to quickly reach for the toes and come back up. Just letting your fingers drag across the top of your legs towards your feet. All right. Let's get ready to ease back onto a lovely reclined position. Enjoy the moment. Allow yourself to just connect with yourself for a moment. Feel the body, feel the tension drain away. Feel the earth support the body. You can place your arms wherever feels comfortable right now, and we're just going to drop the knees to the left and let the hips relax. Ask them politely to let go of any tension that they are aware of, that they are holding in the lower back, in the hips. And then pick the knees up and drop them both to the right. And again, just let gravity pull you down. Don't resist it. Let go and let God take charge of your thinking, feeling. Nice. All right, let's bring those knees all the way up and bring them to the chest. I think I'm a little off camera here, so bring your knees to your chest and just squeeze them in a couple of times. Squeeze them in and release. Squeeze them in and release. Keep going, keep squeezing them in and releasing. There we go, now I'm on camera. All right, squeeze in. Squeeze in. Let's let the knees go wide as they want to go. Not too far, don't overstretch. Be gentle. Be aware. Be careful. Don't expect too much. Know your limits. Respect your limits. Beautiful. Let's bring those knees into the chest and straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Reach with your fingers. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and circle. Circle your ankles. Circle your wrists. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Breathing a lot. Just waking the body up. Connecting all the distant parts of the body. Fingers and toes wiggling right now. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And then let's flex the ankles and the wrists and then bend the knees and elbows and bring it down, push it up. Bring it down, push it up. Bend those knees a lot. Bring the knees close to the side of the torso. So not that your knees are up and you're just doing this. This is better than nothing, but preferred would be to make it more like a squat where the knees come close towards the armpits. Reach up and down. We're going to do this 10 more times. Are you ready? Here we go. 10, 9, keep going, keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, keep going. 4, 3, 2, last time, push it up. Reach for the ceiling, bring your head off the mat, bring your tailbone up, or your shoulders up, reach your fingers, reach your toes, reach the top of your head, reach up. Imagine how much of your body is on the mat, try and make it just a little less, a little bit smaller oval. Reach up, keep breathing. Keep going, keep breathing. Beautiful. You can come down anytime now. Just allow yourself to stretch out on the yoga mat. arms and legs all stretched wide, heavy on the floor. Let's focus on our breath here. We really want to push the belly out and breathe in at the same time. And then push the belly in or squeeze the belly in so you imagine your belly button is getting close to your backbone. And blow your air out or breathe it out. Squeeze the belly in. Really feel the belly squeezing in, the waist cinching in on the sides, everything squeezing in, your rib cage pushing in to force all the old air out. And then we breathe in, really expand your belly and your rib cage. Breathe in, make it big in the body. Expand, bring air into the body. And then exhale, squeeze it out. 4 more deep, slow breaths. Allow your breath to return to a normal rhythm here. Just consider that your breath is your life force. It feeds every cell of your body, keeping every cell vibrant and functioning. Air is life. Breathe it in with gratitude and awareness. Nice. Beautiful. Let us now bring the heels into the floor by the hips. And we're just going to bring the hands alongside the body, fingers pointing towards the heels. Pick the hips up off the ground. Squeeze the buttocks and lift the hips as high as you can. Now once you've done that, you may say, hey, if I could squeeze my shoulder blades together, I could prop my chest up a little bit higher. I could go higher with my hips. So let's try that. Walk the shoulders in, squeezing the shoulder blades. Take your fingers and clasp them together, interlock them under your tailbone, and then see if you can't push your hips up a little higher, rolling up onto the sort of the top of your shoulders. Squeezing the buttocks, lift the hips as high as you can, and breathe deeply. Push your feet, your heels, and your toes onto the floor strong. Feel the strength in your legs. Lift the hips up a little higher. Breathe deeply. Now do both of those things together. Push the feet hard, squeeze the buttocks up and in. Breathe deeply. Beautiful. Let's release the hands and roll the shoulders, roll the lower back, upper back, middle back, and lower back down onto the floor. And then we're going to bring the knees to the chest again. Wrap your arms around your legs and rock left and right. Beautiful. Hands on the knees. Bring the knees away from the body and stretch your arms. Bring your head off the mat. And see if you can rock a little bit on your back. Round your back and make it a little bit like the rocking chair position. Rock back and forth gently and slowly. And then come back up to seated. It's time for a spinal twist. Find yourself beautifully sitting in your L position with your body really aligned beautifully. All right. If this is new to you, you need to pay a lot of attention to the lefts and rights that I'm about to say. We're going to bend the right leg, and then we're going to cross the right leg over the left knee. So far, so good. Reach forward with your left arm. Wrap it around that knee, or grab it in your hand if your arm doesn't reach all the way around the knee. Take a moment to reach your right hand forward. Look at your fingertips. And as your hand moves to the right, watch your fingertips. Keep watching your fingertips. Reach around behind you When you've gone as far as the hand can go, drop the hand to the ground behind your right hip and let it push you up so you have a beautiful, erect, beautiful posture. Flex the ankle on your straight leg foot. Flex that ankle, let those toes point up or maybe even back towards your head. If you want, you can put your hand right here by your leg into the Yoga Mudra, the sacred circle, a finger and thumb. Look over your right shoulder, and here we do some strong breathing. Let your mind wander. Do not think about your to-do list. Stay in the moment. If you want to bring your body into a more twisted position, just hug your knee in a little bit and then push with the hand against the floor. Wonderful. Bring the hand into the horizontal position, straight out from the shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale. Let the hand drift forward, reaching forward. Uncross your legs. Reach your hands forward. Reach out as if you're holding a beach ball over your toes. Bring it over your head to the chest and out over the toes. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, lift. Bring it to the chest, push it out. Exhale, breathe in, lift up. Keep it going. Hold up. Bring the hands down. Keep the body lifted. We're going to do it the other way. We're going to twist around the other way. Bend the left leg. Cross it over the right knee. Reach the right arm forward. Wrap your arm around your knee or grab the knee in your hand. All right. Reach that left hand forward now. Look at your fingertips and let them travel back to the left. Follow them around with your eyes and drop the hand to the floor behind your left hip. At the moment when you've gone as far as you can go, take a moment to push the body into a vertical posture. Very beautiful, arched back. Look over your left shoulder. Find your straight leg's ankle is flexed. Fingers on your hand are in Yoga Mudra. That's all optional. That's the frosting on the cake. The main point is to look over your left shoulder and to be in the moment as you center yourself, your breath and awareness. Breathe in when you're ready, lifting that hand behind you and bring it forward. Reach both hands forward, uncross your legs. Let's hold that beach ball right over our head and bring it directly over the toes, back into the chest and up. Breathe in. Exhale, reach over your toes, bring it up, breathe. Be in the moment here too. Really feel the whole body working together to create this image, this giant circle with the hands. And this time as we reach up, make yourself as tall as you can and bring your hands all the way down to grab a hold of your toes right here, or your sides of your foot on the side, and find yourself in a pretty intense forward fold. We've warmed up enough now that you should be able to really fold the body in half. Find yourself folded forward. Be with yourself here and breathe. When you're ready, just come back to seated tall. Let's see if we can get up onto the hero pose, where we're going to be up on our knees, sitting on our heels. If this pose does not suit you, you can put a pillow between your knees here or under your knees on the floor or under your hips, or you can just sit in the easy pose where your legs are crossed, or any kind of position that allows you to have your back straight. So from here, we are going to build energy in the body through a kind of breath that's used a lot in the Kundalini exercise of yoga. And that is a little different for us. So some of you have maybe learned this in another class, but for those of you that are with me, this is probably new. But that's okay. Excuse me for a little bit of sweat there. Okay, so we are seated tall. We're going to bring the hands to the shoulders. And all we're going to do is throw the hands up into the air as fast as we can. At the same moment, we breathe in. Or breathe out, sorry. Breathe in when the hands are here. And throw them up. And it's going to be pretty rapid. So here we go. It's going to go for about 2 minutes. I'm looking at the clock, so trust me, I'm going to watch it as much as you are. Get ready, and here we go. Keep going. That's 1 minute. Squeeze the belly in when you exhale. We're going to just do 1.5 minutes. This is getting quite strenuous. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Bring your hands to the floor and find yourself in a forward fold. Beautiful. Come back up. Take a moment to bring your hands behind your feet on the floor, fingers pointing forward, and push the hips forward. Drop the head back. Nice. Excellent. From here, we are going to recline, but we're going to be in the fetal position. So, on your side. On your side. Knees will be bent and stacked. Your head can rest on a pillow or on your shoulder, or folded arm up perhaps your bicep area. And I am a little bit low on the camera. How's that? Pretty good? I hope so. All right, take a moment to just be in this position with the knees stacked and bent and the upper hand resting on your hip. Your other hand can be your pillow or just extended out if you have an actual pillow like I do today. Take a moment to just be here. And we're going to stretch the top hand out, reaching the fingers into the distance, reach through the top leg, stretch and reach with the heel. And lift the arm and leg together in perfect unison as you inhale. And exhale, bring them down. You can just barely touch the ground before they come up again. As you inhale, we lift. And when both arm and leg are up, you may feel an urge to grab the toe and pull. Nice stretch for the back of the hamstring. And if you feel that urge, you're certainly welcome to follow it. Anything the body asks for, we respectfully say yes. Breathing in, lifting arm and leg, grab the foot or toe, find your stretch. Exhale, drop it down. Lift it up, find your stretch, bring it down. Bring it up, find your stretch, and bring it down. Breathing in, lift. Exhale down. and back to resting in the fetal position. And now we take the hand that's resting on your hip, reach it forward, reach it way forward, and take the leg, the top leg, and bring it back. And then crisscross, bring the arm back and the leg forward. Reaching forward, kick the leg back. I shouldn't say kick, because it's not a kick. It's a slow push back. Push the leg back. Reach the arm forward and switch. Arm back, leg forward. 3 more times. Just be nice and slow. And return to resting position. Once again, we're going to stretch the arm out, reach through the heel, lift the arm and leg up, find the stretch, drop it down, lift it up, find the stretch, drop it down, bring it up, stretch, and bring it down, and return to resting in the fetal position. Let's take the top arm now and bring it up and overhead. Reach it overhead as far as it'll go. Stretch it tall. Take that top leg and reach in the opposite direction. Reach so much that you feel a stretch on this side of the side, the upper side of the waist, and you feel the lower side of the waist lift off the ground as you stretch. And then we bring it right back to resting pose. Take a moment here, 3 or 4 deep, slow breaths. We switch around to the other side now. Alright, get yourself all sorted out on your right side now. And the hand is on the hip and the knees are bent and stacked. It's basically a modification of your fetal position that everybody knows well. Very comfortable and soothing position. Take your time to be here. Feel the comfort, feel the gravity. Feel your body's response to the comfort, to the gravity. Beautiful. Let's stretch the arm out. Reach in the distance with your fingers. Stretch the top leg out. Reach through the heel. Bring them up as you inhale and bring it down as you exhale. Slow, smooth, controlled, even graceful. Bringing the leg and arm up together in unison and down. And if you want to and feel the urge to have a little stretch at the top, you can maybe grab the toes, big toe, and pull. If that feels good, you're welcome to do it. If you don't like that, or if it's not helpful in some way, you certainly can just work on bringing the arm and leg up and down in smooth, controlled unison as you breathe in and out. Let's bring the leg down now. Just resume your fetal position rest. Reach the arm forward, and that top leg is going to extend back. You can be straight or bent, whatever works for you. Bent is perfectly fine for this. And then switching, because it's mostly about the hip and the shoulder, and not so much about the knee. Let's do about 3 more here. 1, 2, and 3. And return to the knees resting on top of each other. The whole body soothed and relaxed. When you're ready, return to stretch the arm and leg out, reach them up, breathe in, stretch, and down, stretch, up, and down. Wonderful. Bring it back down to resting pose. Let's take this top knee and bring it to the floor in front of your chest. Let's take that back bottom leg and drop it, straighten it out, and turn it a little bit so the front of the thigh is on the yoga mat. And then bring your shoulder back. Spinal twist. Take about 5 to 10 long, slow, deep, full breaths here. Really relax the lower back and hips, upper back and shoulders. Relax your mind. Wonderful. Bring your hand to the floor in front of your chest. And let's see if we can keep the leg right here, keep that leg right there, but just allow yourself to turn belly down and becomes almost like a Spider-Man position. Spider-Man scaling up the side of a building in New York City. Take a moment to straighten that leg and be fully on your belly. Hands under your shoulders and push your body up into the table position. Hands at ease. Take a moment to settle in. Make sure your hips are right on top of the knees and your hands are right under your shoulders. Fingers spread wide, fingertips pushing hard. Sway the back down, pick the face up, put the tailbone up, and then reverse. Tuck the tailbone under, lift the top of the head, drop the head. Lift the top of the back, drop the head. Back and forth, take your time. Any speed is perfect. Breathe a lot. Cat, wow, and cow. Move back and forth. Perhaps after you've gotten used to it, pick up a little bit of speed, arching and swaying as we breathe in and out. And then when you're ready, look left and right, around the shoulder for the hip, stick the hip out. Look for the hip around the shoulder. Back and forth. Move the body. Bend that back. Let that spine have some flexibility. Breathe. Fluids are moving now. We're ready to come back to cat and cow, arch and sway. And now we're going to do a variation of the puppy dog pose called Heart to the Earth. Bring your elbows down onto the floor. Let your forearms be more or less parallel. Palms can be flat down on the floor. And bring your hips up, and the heart comes down to the floor. Perhaps one of your cheeks, you turn your head to one side and you have your cheek on the floor. Let your heart touch the floor. Lifting up onto the elbows again and back onto your hands. Arch and sway. Cat and cow. Tuck your toes under and let's lift up into our first downward dog of the day. Take it easy, lifting the hips up, dropping the head between the arms. Find a good place for your feet. Push back and up with your hips. Beautiful downward dog. Wonderful. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. And walk your hands a little closer to your feet. And find yourself simply hanging from the hips like a rag doll. Feet are strong and flat on the floor. Toes are spread wide, pushing down with the heels and the toes. Strong feet on the floor, strong legs. Let's slightly bend one knee and then the other, shifting weight left and right. Imagine that maybe the tip of your head, the top of your head, which is now at the very bottom of your head, is drawing an infinity symbol on the floor. And come back to the center, balance out your both your feet having the same amount of weight. Let's take both hands to the left ankle and your nose to the left knee. Stand here for a moment as you breathe. And then hands back to the middle, hands on the floor, strong on the floor. Come back to your infinity circle with your knees bending, one knee bending, then the other knee bending, and the other knee straight. Let all your tension go with your exhalation. Nice. Let's straighten up both legs, balance the feet. Let yourself be in the rag doll. Walk both hands over to the right ankle. Your nose comes close to your right knee. And hands back in front of your feet, back to the swaying. Swaying and swaying. Imagine you're drawing on the bottom of the floor. Symbol of infinity at the top of your head. Beautiful. Back to the middle. Hands coming to the knees. Knees bending quite a lot. Round your back. Push yourself up. Walk up the thighs. Take a moment to just sort yourself out. We are standing. We are standing up, guys. And we are looking for that mountain pose. Toes pointing forward and toes spread a little bit wide. Put a lot of weight on the balls of the feet, especially the ball right behind the big toe and the ball right behind the little toe, as well as the heel. So each foot has 3 points to push down with. And make sure your arch of your foot is lifted. Sometimes you have to bring your ankles or the ankle bones a little bit up and out away from each other. There's a lot of things happening in the feet during mountain pose. From the arch, from the lifted arch of the foot, energy travels up, tucking in the hips, tucking under the tailbone and lifting the sternum. Knees are lifted, thighs are lifted, belly is in, tailbone tucked under. Shoulders roll back, arms hang from the shoulders. Lift the top of the head up. Lift the sternum up. Draw the front of the body up tall. Arms simply hang. Beautiful. Arms coming out to the side. Reach it up and breathe in. Prayer hands coming down. Bow the head. Lift it up. Breathe in. Reach up. Arms out to the side and down like angel wings. Visualize you've got beautiful feathery wings. You lift it up. Bring it down into gratitude prayer. Push it up into praise and angel wings down. Angel wings up. Praying down to the earth. Push it up to heaven. Angel wings down. Awesome. Thank you for that. Let us try to do a little bit of movement now. So we're going to bring the feet into a little bit of a stepping position. We're walking. We still have that lifted sense of the mountain pose traveling through the body. And now we are going to stand tall. Bring the right knee up and the hands. Bring it up and push it back down with an exhalation. Bring it up with the left knee. Breathe in, push it down, bring it up, push it down, bring it up, and down, bring it up, and down, up, and down. This time bring the left, come a little closer, bring the left knee up and step back. Step back into a lunge. Arms out to the side and up. As you find a really good lunge, we're going to bend the knee, the forward knee. The back knee is straight. Don't let your knee come forward over your ankle. It shouldn't come even as far as your toes. Keep it over your ankle. Reach the arms up and turn sideways. So now we've opened up the hips, opened up the chest to the side. Arms are directly out. So I better move a little bit. You can see the pose better if I'm not aiming right at the camera, I would imagine. Basically, we are in Warrior Two, right? Reach it up and drop the back hand to the leg behind you and reach the front hand. Arc it all the way back. Bring it back to horizontal. And now we bring the elbow to the knee and stretch to the side body, side angle pose. Back to Warrior Two. Touch the back hand down, the right hand, the front hand up. Back to Warrior Two, side angle pose. And up. Now we're going to switch sides, so turn the body around and Warrior Two on the other side. Just need to fix this yoga mat. Okay, so here we go. Drop the back hand, lift the front hand, stretch back. Warrior Two, drop the elbow to the knee, side angle pose, stretch through the side body. And back up. Up. Down. Side angle. Up. Let's hold our Warrior Two. Look out over your front fingers. Lift through the sternum, lift through the top of the head. Sink the shoulders down. Sink the pelvis down. But lift up through the upper body. So we're stretching long through the torso. And now windmill the back arm overhead and bring both hands down to frame your foot on the floor. And push back into a tall or a high plank. Hold the plank. Your body is straight. Bring the hips down. Bring your knees to the floor. Hips to the feet. And head down in front of your knees. Pose of a child. Go rest. In pose of a child, walk your fingers, walk your hands back towards your knees and sit up tall, and behind your hips interlock your fingers. Straighten your arms and shine your heart forward. Lift your top of your head. Sink the shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the very top. Squeeze your shoulder blades in the very middle, right behind the armpit. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the very base, just above the back of your waist. And slide your squeeze all the way up and down. Find your favorite spot. Stay right there. If you choose to, you can try bringing the forehead down and letting the hands come overhead. If you choose to, you can come onto the top of your head, lifting your hips up and letting the hands come over the top of the head, close to the floor. Having done that, we're sitting back on the heels and releasing the hands. Let them come forward and reach forward. Point your fingers forward. Bow your head. Feel your shoulder blades shift apart from each other. Create space between them as you reach your fingers forward. Beautiful. Let's bring those hands overhead. Reach the fingers straight up. And let them drift down to your knees or the floor like raindrops on a window. Drift, 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 drift. Sitting silent, sacred silence for a moment. And we're coming back for our final few moments together this morning. December 1st. We made it to December, guys. Namaste to each of you. I am so grateful for the time we spend together. I wanted to take a moment to say that if you are one of the St. Martin people, hi Jane, that is on the island, you're welcome to join me in person for yoga at the studio called Joga Yoga Cafe is officially the name of it. It's in Simpson Bay on the Strip, just behind First Caribbean Bank. And it's right on the lagoon. It's a beautiful setting, very peaceful. Usually I have one person in my class. What's that about? So, and that person is also here today. So I am there Saturdays at 7:30 in the morning for Gentle Hatha, and I'm there Mondays at 8 o'clock in the morning for Slow Flow. So both of those are very on the gentle side of the yoga spectrum, and I encourage anybody who's having any kind of aches and pains or stress to participate in some form of calming exercise, whether it be walking or swimming or yoga or dance or whatever suits your personality and your mood. Take a moment for yourself. Restore what the world is tearing apart these days. Enjoy your time. This is your life. Live it to the fullest. And I give you my most sincere namaste. Have a wonderful day. Take your yoga with you. And I'll see you again here on Yoga with Lisa SXM Thursday morning live. And anytime, just click on a video and watch it. They're all fairly in a similar range, and yet they're all, each one is different. Have a lovely day. Namaste.